There's a Columbus Dispatch building, a bunch of fake news if you ask me. And we got some Trump supporters here with American flags.
Hey!
Yeah!
Hello! God bless America!
God bless America. And you asked me a question, I wanted to get it on film about Alex Jones and what's going on with Alex Jones, right? And I think that, well, he recently just bullhorned the White House trying to get Trump to get him back on the internet, back on Google platforms and stuff like that. He's been completely blackballed, and I think everyone sees that it is sort of messing up with the election too, because a lot of the Alex Jones supporters wanted Trump to win because Alex Jones supported Trump.
And that's not a surprise because they're not for conservative causes and they don't like Trump, and they try to do as much as they can to keep his people down so they don't think he's doing good, like the fake news that his numbers are real low, and they're not.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
I'm still, like, because all the wars we're in and all that, I still question Trump. I want to hold his feet to the fire, honestly. And I want him to get more tough on the vaccines, stuff like that.
We just came from the National Day of Prayer, and
yes.
We pray for him. He's not a pastor, but he is God's man for the hour because he's got enough guts and grit to stay with stuff and not put up with the flack of the... I got a bumper sticker that says DC Swamp.
Yeah.
Drain, baby, drain.
Yeah.
And I think that's happening, and God bless A.G. Barr. And
yeah, I was going to bring up Barr, actually. What do you think about him?
Well, that's the real conspiracy. Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
You're living in a dreamland, but people that, I don't know if you'll get this on or not, because people that usually express this kind of a view,
yeah,
well, they don't want them to be heard, so I hope they don't blackball you like Alex Jones.
I have a documentary up, and Pink Floyd actually tried to take the video down, and it's like, it's got his Money song in it. And I thought that was pretty hypocritical of Pink Floyd to do that. But everybody watch that movie, The Ring of Power, actually.
Oh.
And it talks about the Queen of England basically still running everything through, well, they got the Royal Institute of International Affairs. I bring that up often, which runs literally the Council on Foreign Relations. It's the actual, it's the British version, the English version of the Council on Foreign Relations, where they're all globalists.
She's invited President Trump and Melania to come over there. And,
yeah.
I think they're going to. So we pray for wisdom there, and maybe there'll be a good influence on her.
What do you think about the Federal Reserve? Sorry, this truck's going by. What do you think about the Federal Reserve lowering interest rates finally? Like, I mean, and we'll notice, I think, an uptick in the economy, because I think the Federal Reserve is linked at the hip to growth. And we can't grow if we have a central bank.
Right, and you know, I don't know all the ins and outs of that, but my husband flips houses and he's elated.
Yeah.
And my son's trying to get out of a house in a school district, Columbus area, out in the country where we live. Mm-hmm. So it's looking good for him. So I'm glad they're doing that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff going on with, you know, the banks actually giving more loans out and stuff like. You got to give them a little bit of credit, but I mean, guys, it's the dollar could collapse, and I mean, if Trump. I think Trump's the perfect president for that if we go into some kind of bankruptcy, right?
I don't think we will as long as he's president, because God put him there and there's a reason for him. As long as he stands for Israel, that's what we were praying for. We came from the National Day of Prayer.
Okay.
As long as we're Israel's friend, God blesses us. That's biblical, and President Trump has definitely been their friend.
So that brings up like Zionism, like wanting, because what's your definition of Zionism? Because a lot of people get it conflated. Like it's, I think it's more or less, you know, it's almost like a religious cult almost, where they want to have Jesus come back from the dead and come there and all this stuff.
There's a lot of different ins and outs of the people in Israel. The Messianic Jews, the ones that have come to know that Jesus was really the Messiah, that's how we're getting closer to Jesus coming back. That's what we all have to be ready for. But even the people there, Bibi just got elected, Benjamin Netanyahu
Yeah.
again. And by the way, Barack Obama wasn't in office to try to get him unelected. Who let
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
So, he thinks, and by two different prophets, he has heard from God that he will be here to build the third temple. And all the Jews, Orthodox, want that. I think they're going to promise them that, and I'm not
It scares
sure.
a lot of people, man, because
I know, but,
of all the war and.
But that's not a scare time. It's a time for the church to move, a great harvest, and it says, "Look up, your redemption draweth nigh." The closer and closer they get to that temple, and the last of the age, which this is, the closer we get to Jesus coming for us. So you got to have Jesus in your heart, because he's only coming for those who are born again, and he's going to take us. I don't know if you believe in the rapture, but it's getting
I've
closer
had
and
spiritual
closer.
experiences, and I've done crystal meditation, and I've actually seen my soul. I've actually had, one of these apotheosis type experiences that the Buddhists talk about.
Well, be careful, because there's a good and bad spiritual side. If you're not the Holy Spirit and Jesus,
Oh yeah,
you're not the right way, and it can be real tricky.
I think you need to watch The Ring of Power, ma'am, because they get into how the Merovingian bloodline, the Da Vinci Code and Mary Magdalene being pregnant with supposedly Jesus' baby.
You believe that?
I don't believe anything.
Well, that's your point.
That's my philosophy,
Well, what you believe gets you to heaven. We gotta go. And
Okay.
I'm sorry to cut you off and be so dogmatic, but Jesus is the way. I know it. I have a son in heaven that I'm going to get to see.
Oh,
And
I'm sorry about that, man.
Well, I'm happy he made it. He was in a car accident, and God told me he had him, and he was there, and he took him while he could still get him. I don't know what all that means, but
yeah.
I'm glad he made it.
I think,
And,
we can agree that there is a God, so we'll just leave it there, okay? And you guys have a good day. And
I do pray that you find Jesus, because I want to see you in heaven.
I was in Catholic school like all my life, and
I know my husband was too, and they never really told him to have a personal relationship with Jesus. He had to go to our pastor at marriage counseling to say, your wife is a Christian and you're not, you say, so you can't share that with her. And he was so upset. He was an altar boy, Bishop Hartley graduate, all through parochial school, and he said they never told me that. They never made that clear to me.
Yes.
So, I don't know, was it clear to you?
I had, a very clear, it's a crystal meditation, and
No, when you went to Catholic school, did
Oh.
they make it clear to you that you needed Jesus
oh yeah, every day.
as your Savior?
Every day. I mean, it was droning all the time, and they never really taught us about the pineal gland that the Pope has on his staff as a symbol. The pine cone. It's actually a symbol of the third eye, and the Pope has it on his staff, and it's right where his third eye is on his staff too. And what about all the obelisks and stuff in the Vatican? In the court of the La Pina, which is the court of the pine cone. The biggest statue in there is the pine cone statue. The Vatican knows all about third eye ascension and all this stuff.
Okay, this is getting where you shouldn't go. This is just a warning to you.
Yeah.
You ask God to show you Jesus through the Holy Spirit and get all that other stuff out of your way.
Read the Bible.
I did.
So you don't have to.
But they left stuff out. Like Constantine cut a lot of stuff out. Like there's a book of Mary Magdalene. There's a book of
there's a book of Enoch, and there's a book of
yes, ma'am.
the other one I just read. Shoot, there's a bunch of
You
books.
name it. The book of Thomas.
but-
Thomas was actually Jesus' half brother, from all my research.
Ask God to help you read with the Holy Spirit the book of John, and don't worry about anything else. You can get mucked up in it.
There's
in
a
the
lot
other
of
stuff.
there's
You
a
don't
lot
want
of
that.
satanic influence in the Vatican right now. They helped fund the Nazis.
Yeah, I've heard all that, and I'm not upholding the Catholic Church, but that's not the point. The point is, it doesn't matter if you're a Catholic or an old Methodist, which I'm not anymore, but that's where I gave my heart to Jesus. There's one way, it's Jesus. If you don't make it, you're not through Him, and I don't want you not to make it. What's your name?
My name's Rocco Bianco.
Rocco Bianco?
Yes.
Is that your real name?
That's my real name.
Oh, Rocco Bianco, it's nice to meet you, and I'm going to pray that I'll see you in heaven.
We will on the other side, time space. It's very scientific. And I wish you guys would look maybe into my YouTube channel. You'll find some stuff out about it. You'll see your interview on there.
Good.
Rocco Bianco YouTube.
Rocco Bianco, YouTube.
Okay, okay. All right, much love, guys. That was interesting. So it looks like Zionism and all this stuff has really kind of taken over, and it's kind of sad to see them so willing to go to war for Jesus' return. It's kind of sick.